We're running really late. We have a walking tour here in San Sebastian, and we're excited. We can't wait to get on this tour, but we gotta get there. We're running late. Let me show you what we're looking at.
Michael.
Honey, thank you. She thought I was gonna get hit by a car. Because I'm over here videoing, just not paying attention. There's a lot to see here. Look at the ocean waves right there.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, look at the size of them.
The guy the person that checked us in says he teaches surfing lessons to kids.
That's one of the things to do here is look at the waves. The waves are like pretty freaking outrageous. So we'll go check that out as well. When you're walking, you gotta be careful. That's a bicycle path. I almost found myself a bicycle path.
Wouldn't have been the first time.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time. Where the hell were we? I had like a pile up of bikes. They all crashed because I walked in the bike lane.
That was in Denmark.
She said that was Denmark, where I literally by accident walked in the bike, and all the bikes there was a bunch of them in a row, and they all went, oh my God, I felt so embarrassed and sorry about the situation. Check out these trees. We're gonna get to see some ocean waves. There's that bike track. You gotta pay attention to that bike track. Holy smokes. Look at that. This guy's going swimming. He literally has his bathing suit on. Oh, this guy already just got out of the water. Ay, ay, ay. Nah, I'm not doing that. Hola.
Oscar?
Michael.
Michael.
And your name
Oscar.
is? Oscar.
Andrea.
Andrea, okay.
How many do we have today?
Maybe 3. Maybe we'll have one more.
Okay.
So we will see.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, only having 3 people.
I'm always here. I'm always here.
La Concha. I mean, look at this. One of the most beautiful city beaches in Europe, and seeing it in person, you understand why right away. That perfect curve of the bay, the city buildings and mountains wrapping all the way around it, it almost doesn't feel real. And once you know the history, it makes even more sense. Up on the hill in the distance, you've got the Miramar Palace, built for Queen Maria Cristina, the one who helped turn San Sebastian into a royal summer destination. And when you see where it sits, right between the beaches, you realize this wasn't random. This was the center of everything. But this part surprised me. Back in the day, people didn't just come here for the view, they came for what they called sea bathing. There were even private bathhouses along the beach. And before modern setups, they had these small huts on wheels that were actually pulled into the water by donkeys. I mean, imagine that happening right here, close by. We came across this building today at City Hall. But back in the day, this was a luxury casino, a place where royalty, military leaders, and high society all came together. And when you think about that time period, this is exactly the kind of setting where someone like Mata Hari would have been moving through rooms like this, listening, watching, because places like this weren't just about gambling. They were about information. And then, as you move further in, you start to see another side of San Sebastian. And depending on when you're here, this whole area can feel completely different. Because once a year, the entire city turns into one massive drum line. For 24 hours straight, drums echo through these streets day and night. It's called La Tamborrada, and it's one of those things you don't just hear, you feel it.
2 days earlier.
I heard. We missed it. The
Tamborrada.
Tamborrada.
The Tamborrada.
Yes.
And they're playing the drums for 24 hours?
Yes.
That's gotta be pretty amazing.
Oh, yes.
So what is the significance of that day? What is, I mean, I know that's the drums and everything else, but for what reason? What is the...
Well, it's the 22 January is the day of the San Sebastian.
And as you get into the city, you start to realize you're not just in Spain. This is the Basque region with its own culture, its own language, and a history that goes back thousands of years. It's one of the oldest cultures in Europe, and even today, it still has a really strong identity. And then not too far from there, another building that really stands out, one of the main government buildings in the region. But what catches your attention is what's at the top. All these faces and figures built right into the facade. Explorers, leaders, figures from Spain's past. Some of those figures represent the age of exploration. When Spain was reaching out into the world, names like Magellan became part of that story. It's one of those details you could easily walk past, but once you see it, you start noticing it everywhere. And right in the middle of all of this, you've got the Basilica of Saint Mary, a church that's been part of this city for centuries, surrounded by some of the best food spots anywhere. And as we kept walking through the Old Town, we started noticing something else. These private social clubs, places where locals come together to cook, eat, and spend time with friends. And here's the interesting part. A lot of them are still members only, with their own rules and traditions going back generations. Some of them were even men only for years, with strict rules about who could cook and who couldn't. It's a side of San Sebastian you don't really see as a visitor, but it's a big part of what makes this place what it is. And then, of course, the food, because you can't come to San Sebastian and not do pinchos. This city is known as one of the food capitals of the world, with more Michelin stars per square meter than almost anywhere else.
Oh man, we did our walking tour.
Now ready for a bite. Cheers.
Cheers. Legs are killing me from standing and walking. And it's cold. It was cold. But really, it wasn't cold. I say it was cold, but it really wasn't cold. My joints are all achy.
I went with white because everyone in here is drinking white and it's the local. So I went with white.
How is it?
It's good.
Nice. I went with cerveza. We'll show you the, what do they call them? Pintxos or top? Are they the same thing? Pintxos and top are the same? No, they're
Yeah,
different.
that's just in small plates. But pinchos are usually with a toothpick and it's a skewer. Tapas are usually the small plates. So like we got an artichoke thing, that's kind of like a tapas. Your pork belly, kind of like a tapas. So I think that's really the only difference is when it's a skewer versus a small plate.
I think we're hungry because I think we bought like $50 worth, 50 US or 50 euros worth of stuff.
No.
Yeah, 50 euros worth of stuff. I think we did. I don't know. We'll find out. I have no idea how much
Yours
it
was
costs.
€7. You got a tenderloin one, so.
I did.
And pinchos actually started as a simple tradition, small bites served on bread, often held together with a toothpick, something quick you could grab while moving from bar to bar. But over time, it turned into something much bigger. Now, each place has its own specialties, its own style, and honestly, half the fun is just going from place to place, trying a little bit of everything. We grabbed a couple of pinchos, paired it with a local white wine and a local beer, and yeah, this is the moment right here.
Coming too. But right now, Michael's getting into this, of course.
My favorite. This is my favorite. If you ever come to Spain, get the pork belly. They're very good.
Look what just arrived from Michael. Of course. That looks yummy.
Yeah, that's what I wanted with the tenderloin. I'll eat the french fries.
Yummy.
It's like a little steak dinner.
It is.
This is why people come to San Sebastian. After that, we slowed things down a bit, walked through the streets, took in the architecture, which honestly reminds me a little bit of Bilbao, Spain, clean, elegant. Everything just feels like it belongs. And just when you think you've got a feel for this place, there's even more to it. As we made our way toward the river, we passed by the Hotel Maria Cristina, one of the most iconic hotels in the city, known for hosting celebrities, royalty, and the San Sebastian International Film Festival. And then we crossed over the Urumea River, which really separates two completely different sides of the city. And just like that, everything changed. This is Zuriola Beach, known for its waves, its surf culture, and a much more laid-back feel. Over here, it's waves, surfers, a little more raw, a little more relaxed. And it really shows you San Sebastian isn't just one thing. You've got this calm, almost royal feel at La Concha, and then just minutes away,
something completely different. And thinking back to how the day started, we came really close to missing all of it. But that's travel, right? Sometimes you're rushing, sometimes things don't go as planned, and sometimes those turn into the days you remember the most.
We made it back to the room, got a little work done, and started planning tomorrow, our day 3 in San Sebastian. But, you know, with us, anything can happen.
Andrea's over here finalizing a Paris hotel. I think we got it. We'll be in Paris in a few days. Look at me, I'm holding the elevator. Are you coming, hon? She just booked the hotel for Paris. She wants to use the internet. The internet in our hotel room doesn't work. They said, oh, your room's got internet. Doesn't have internet. So we're down in the lobby. And the internet in the lobby's not that great either. Check this picture out. Check that out. We were there today. We were literally there today. Isn't that beautiful? I think tomorrow I'm going to do a whole panoramic just like this, because it really is a beautiful place.
Thanks for watching, but there's more to explore.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button
so you never miss any adventures.
Click on one of these videos to keep the journey going.
And this is where I say ciao for now.
We'll see you soon.